Hello everyone, thank you very much for tuning in. Welcome to Desert Media Production. My name is Dave and today we are back on the recruitment help page. There is one question in the last year and a half that's been circulating around like a hawk, and it actually has been more notorious than tell me about yourself a little bit. Can you explain the gap on your resume? Before I go into that question, I would like to thank you all for tuning in, for watching, for your likes, shares, and subscriptions, guys. We made it. We are at 10,000 subscribers as of 2 days ago. Guys, thank you very much. I really appreciate your ongoing support and effort to get us to 100,000 subscribers. Now, back to recruitment. Can you explain your employment gap? Of course you can. Yes, you can. There is a reasonable explanation for your gap, and that is not a problem. There are the times where you don't want your gap to be known to your interviewer or employer. You might be trying to hide certain details out of it, but please do not start your answer with, well, I wouldn't like to discuss that gap, and there is don't. That is simple no. You have to be absolutely honest and truthful as much as you possibly can with this answer. This question should not be interpreted as the trap question, and it should not be used as an immediate disqualification tool. Asking this question, the interviewer should try to get more context about the employment gap and what caused the gap. Most of us are nervous about how that gap will be perceived by the hiring manager, and the only way to approach this question is to be absolutely truthful and honest about it. And if that gap overshadows all your skills, experience, hard work and effort, and everything combined for you to fight to get to that point of interview, let it be. One of the most important things to remember is to be brief, to the point, answer with confidence, and putting the situation into biggest light without twisting the truth too much. If you're taking some time off, laid off, whatever the reason might be, avoid being embarrassed about it, apologetic, or ashamed. They will pick up on it. They will give more consideration to that gap to any other skill or experience you have had. Reframe the situation and showcase what you have achieved in the meantime. Just be yourself, tell exactly what happened, don't twist it too much. Certain details you don't have to disclose, but formulate the answer so that it actually resonates the truth. That's pretty much the best way to approach it. I have 3 potential examples how you can figure out and construct your answer. All right, here's the sample answer number 1. Let's say you're relocating, moving from one place to another, moving states. This is your skeleton answer. And all you have to do is put your time, reason, and all the other small details in brackets that has to be filled in. Pretty much you're telling the truth, but this is how you're going to construct your answer. Very simple, very easy, very brief, to the point, and it's easy for them to understand and relate to. But the most important thing is, tell them what good came out of that, tell them what you've done in that gap time, and tell them that you have done something to better your skills, knowledge, and experience. All right, let's go to the next example. Unfortunately, COVID-19 was absolutely terrible, and it still is. For many, millions of people, it ruined their savings, it ruined their lives. People lost their properties and everything that you can possibly imagine. Millions and millions of people lost their job and businesses due to this pandemic. Fortunately, majority of employers and recruitment agencies are very sympathetic with this, and they understand there could be a gap where COVID-19 was a contributing factor. But some still don't understand how you can possibly look for work continuously for more than 6 months. and it's possible. You can apply for thousands of jobs and still go nowhere. You can use this sample answer to input your COVID-19 situation and how it affected you and your family. That said, please don't forget to put what have you done for yourself, what have you done to maintain your skills and knowledge, and what have you done to stay current with trends in your industry. That is what matters. Just like in sales, don't wait for a client to raise any objections. Anticipate any objections in advance and address them before you get asked about it. Objections by a client are deal breakers. If you allow your client to raise the objections without you being prepared for it, you lose a deal. You can't close a deal. So what you do, you anticipate any objections that the client might have and then raise them before they get asked. More they ask, less chance of closing you have. Stay in control. Address any objections they might have and ask a lot of questions. What can you do to break those questions down? Tell me about yourself. You can always ask questions to narrow the gap down. See what they want to hear. See what they need to hear. Your position description is the key element for it. Prepare yourself for it. Narrow it down. Instead of going straight into rambling mode, ask them, what would you like to know? Is there any particular period of my professional career that you would like to know about? I hope you guys can gain some kind of inside knowledge of this. I hope you have better understanding how to answer this question and how to prepare yourself for that. Thank you very much for your viewership and for your time. Guys, if you haven't had a chance to subscribe, please do so. And like and share this video. It might help people who need to see this and how answer these questions with confidence. If you know what you're going to be asked, if you know how you prepare for it, it's easier to gain that employment. And if you have someone who needs it, just share this with them. Put it on your social media platforms, share it with your friends and family. It helps them, it helps us to grow, and we truly appreciate that. Please don't forget, in a world where you can be anything, choose to be kind. Thank you very much once again. Until the next video, please stay safe, take care of yourself and each other.